Welcome to the Kurt Saxon Show, your countdown to the future. First, I want you to take down my phone number in case you want to call. The number is 501-437-2963. In case you didn't get it, here it is again, 501-437-2963. Sorry, but we can't accept collect calls. Tonight's topic is Survival Groups and the Individual. It was written in 1976 and is in Survivor Volume 1. Survival to the average person is walking away from a plane crash or finding his way out of the woods after a camping trip that went wrong. To some others, survival is escaping the divine retribution soon to be visited upon a sinful planet. Still others see survival as overcoming the evil manipulations of alien socio-political enemies. Then there are those who fear a nuclear holocaust or social upheaval, and to them a place of temporary refuge is the answer. Very few want to look at the overall picture. The overall picture was illustrated a few years ago by some social scientists. They created a paradise for rats. The rats were put into an environment of good weather, abundant food, and adequate space. Following their instincts, the rats spread like rats. After a time, the only scarcity was space. This created in the rats a demand for identification with some rats and a rejection of other rats. Gangs formed, with each rat considering the rat in his own gang an ally and the rat from another gang an enemy. As territory decreased, it was fought over by the gangs. Females of rival gangs were actually gang raped. As little rats became more numerous, they received less care. Mothers would often abuse and even kill their own nestlings. As conditions became even more crowded, territory became less important. Pairing off for mating decreased. Any female became an object for gratification for any male. Finally, any rat was game. Some rats even came to prefer homosexuality. In time, the experiment was completed, and I suppose the social scientists simply destroyed all those rats. But was that divine retribution? Was there a sinner among them? And could the smartest rat, a political rat, have solved their problems? Even in this chaos, there were some rats who were close to their mates, who still protected and showed affection for their nestlings. Could a rat with some sense of morality have benefited them by preaching the coming of a perfect rat who would save the moral rats? Nothing short of a system of enforced control of fertility could have held off the rat's doom. And unless it were applied long before their situation degenerated, the average rat would live out the remainder of its days a confused, perverted, human-like creature. We had nearly reached the point at which the rat experiment was completed. The average human is a confused, perverted, mental defective. Social and environmental pressures are building up to the point where the outwardly stable will break and head straight up the wall along with those rats. After several years of freakishly good weather, our planet's normal climate is returning. It will blight the tender hybrid food plants which have sustained our crowded cities. Unrenewable resources are running out and becoming higher priced as they do. Thus, fewer people can maintain a life of gentility and consequent morality. The average person on our planet feels the effects of the mounting pressures, but he has no way of getting the whole picture. Without the whole picture, he can't be expected to understand what's really happening and to prepare accordingly. He must be content to accept the popular opinions given out by whatever news media serves him. Although network television will run a special on climate changes, a special on mental defectives, a special on crime, a special on population growth, etc., not one network station will wrap them all up into one disaster special. The average person will not see all these specials. Spaced apart as they are, even if he should see them all without survival orientation, he can't be expected to combine their findings into a whole picture of coming disaster. So a person who is survival-oriented can indeed feel alone. There is a natural urge to seek allies or refuge to help him to survive. Taking unfair advantage of this are survival hucksters. They are all doom shouters, but all most of them really offer is an address where you can send them your money. Some promise you their own brand of political action. Some promise to pray for you, since you don't know God's language, but they do. Others buy a section of land out in the boondocks. They say that for X amount of dollars you can come there and find refuge when conditions in your area becomes intolerable. For my part, I can exclude the political gangs and the divinely inspired from the survivor. I can provide my findings and opinions and even a forum for the findings and opinions of others. I may unwittingly even promote the survival programs of fools or even frauds. So when you boil it all down, you are your only real hope. The end of civilization as we know it may be worse than you can imagine, but living through the coming chaos and then helping to build a better system will be worth all the hardships ahead. If that's your goal, as it's mine, you will choose your survival mates carefully, just as carefully as you would choose a mate with whom to spend the rest of your life. Choose your survival mates not for their agreement with your ideas, but their value to you in survival situations. Say your political opinions are leftist and you are a chemist who can make excellent gunpowder. You meet a rightist who is a gunsmith. He knows a deeply religious person who is an expert at reloading. You three need each other. Will you reject them because they disagree with you? Can you find two others with their skills who share your ideals? Can they? It's possible, but not probable, and you know it. When you get together, express your philosophy. Hear theirs. Next, agree to disagree, and then drop it. I don't mean shut up. I just mean you should never consider their agreement with you to be more important than their usefulness. This attitude will ensure that you will not be stuck with any lovable parasitic dummies who happily agree with you completely but can't or won't learn a damn thing. Groups who band together because of a common philosophy break apart for lack of mutually helpful skills. So forget Christian communes, Marxist collectives, or Aryan Valhallas. In fact, the more divergent philosophies your members entertain, the less chance they will have to form little cliques and factions. Besides, you will be happily surprised to find how differing political ideas cease to matter when you are with people who can actually do something. Aside from the consideration of survival mates, there is the consideration of the area and the type of area in which your chances of survival would be best. Should you pay $10,000 or more to someone who promises to provide shelter in some sort of survival camp when conditions in your area become intolerable? Should you run for the hills, buy a farm, move to a small town or the suburbs? Or should you make your stand in the city? Before running for the hills, you should realize that there is no more habitable virgin territory on this planet. Wherever you are, any hunter you know will tell you that last season he had to go farther out for game than he did the previous hunting season. As things worsen, there will be more poaching, more game will be killed off, and the surviving game will move further from inhabited areas. The remaining game anywhere would be just a supplement to a poor garden plot scratched out in some clearing. Even Larry Dean Olson would starve if he had to practice his woodcraft expertise on a permanent basis. So woodcraft is only a temporary stopgap at best. Learn it if you can, but don't plan to depend on it. I'd advise you to buy a small farm. That is, if you know how to work. You do your job 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, and call that work. If that's your idea of work, stay right where you are. On a farm, you are a servant to your livestock. Nature is your boss. Your hours are determined by the weather and the seasons. If you know how to work, if you can toil around the clock to beat a coming storm, you can thrive on a farm and be happy. But before buying a farm, you ought first to learn how to succeed with a garden and a few rabbit hutches in your backyard. If you're the average survival-oriented type, I would recommend a move to a small town. Take some marketable craft or skill with you. Try for a house with about an acre of land. A suburban home with a quarter acre of land would be chancy, but would leave you with access to city benefits while they last. If you have to stay in a city, I'd recommend a fireproof building which can be easily defended. Don't worry about neighbors. If they prove predatory, you can eventually turn on them and secure the building for yourself and the people you need. Stock up with weapons, trade goods, and whole grains. If you locate on a farm or in a small town, your neighbors, regardless of their beliefs, will stand with you against invading outsiders. In the suburbs or city, however, you can't depend on anyone but picked fellow survivalists. You start by picking someone of your acquaintance you know can be of use to you. He also knows someone, and so on. Get together with a few of these men and women who share your concern for the future and make it a regular thing, maybe one night a week. Hopefully you can find from 6 to 10 useful types in your neighborhood. If one or two live across town, arrange for a move when the time comes. Even such a small group would make its presence felt when the rest of your neighbors were running around looking for leadership. In the meantime, be cool. Assign one to collect arms. Let another collect reloading equipment and ammunition components. Another could stock trade goods. Even if you're in a wheelchair, you could collect how-to books and be your group's survival librarian. All you really have to be is needed. But if you don't fill a need, you'll be a liability. Okay, here I am again, Kurt Saxon. The phone number is 501-437-2963. And the mailing address for my $10 information packet, which includes a copy of U.S. Militia, Shoestring Entrepreneur, and the David Koresh Last Testament, is P.O. Box 95, Alpena, Arkansas 72611. That's $10 to P.O. Box 95, Alpena, Arkansas 72611. Now, if you'd like a collection of these tapes or single tapes, they're $6 each or $25 for a week's shows. And you send to Jeffries Audio, P.O. Box 326, Alpena, Arkansas 72611. That's P.O. Box 326, Alpena, Arkansas 72611. Well, while we're waiting for a call, I want to introduce you to Gurney's Seed Company. I deal with them quite often, and they have the most extensive line of garden seeds that I know of, and they have the most beautiful catalog, just page after page of mouth-watering vegetables that you can grow. And I'm going to give you their address. I don't see a phone number, but it's Gurney's Seed and Nursery Company, 110 Capitol Street, Yankton, South Dakota. That's 57079. That's Gurney's, 110 Capitol Street, Yankton, that's Yankton, SD, 57079. Now again, my phone number is 501-437-2963. Now if you order this catalog, it'll be sent to you free, and it's about time to order it now because you want to get set up before spring comes, and you want to think about getting a tire garden and all the whatever it takes to grow your own stuff. And let's see here. Yeah. Well, now, in case you are not interested in the information packet but would like to start off with the subscription to Shoestring Entrepreneur, then send $15 to P.O. Box 95, Alpena, Arkansas 72611, and I'll send you the first issue of that plus about 8 or 10 issues of The Survivor. And we'll give you all the back issues that we still have, so the quicker you send in, the better chance you are of getting the back issues. And if you'd like to subscribe to U.S. Militia right off, then send $35 to P.O. Box 95, Alpena, Arkansas 72611, and you'll start off with the first 3 issues, and you'll get 12 more in the mail. Now, these U.S. militias are on bond paper. They're 80 pages apiece. They're not catalogs. I don't take paid advertising. They're just filled with good how-to information on how to arm your community, how to organize a defense group. And our motto is to treat the criminal the way the criminal treats the victim. And with a set of these publications, you are ready for anything, no matter what happens. Now, I'm still waiting for a phone call here. The number is 501-437-2963. There was a person calling while I was talking, and you can't get through until I finish. So I'm finished, and so I want you to call. The number is 501-437-2963. So, oops, here's a call. Thank you. Hello there, Kurt Saxon here. You there? Are you trying to get through? I pushed the right button. Now, can you hear me? Well, okay, hang up and you'll have to try again. You didn't get through. I pushed the button, but nothing happened. Anyway, the phone number is 501-437-2963. And you people ought to have a pencil and paper, because just about any time I'll be giving out addresses of books and all kinds of good stuff, even from other people. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Good. How you doing? John from West Virginia.
I'm glad you called, John. You saved my life.
Good. I was the one that was calling while you were talking. I was getting impatient.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
I'm teasing. I had a couple suggestions, if I may, respectfully.
Yes?
I have a couple suggestions, if I may, respectfully.
Well, go ahead.
One, it'd sure be nice, I think most of us would like to maybe hear a few shows on the U.S. militia. Maybe you could break them up into recruitment, security, things of that nature.
Okay, then tomorrow I will read the editorial for issue 1 of U.S. Militia. You might get a kick out of that.
That'll be Monday, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry. See, I get confused. And like at the last part of the show, as it says, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Well, I won't talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you Monday. Just disregard that. I'm not on Saturday and Sunday.
Right, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I had one other suggestion. If you would limit us to about a 3-minute phone call, some of these guys just call back and get on there 15, 20 minutes like last night.
Well, I'm going to have to make up some kind of system for that. But
sure.
If a guy really thinks that he's got something to say, and if he's not boring me, then
that would exclude last night then.
Yeah. Well,
a little boring.
I'm sorry. I'll try. Now, you don't want me to cut you off.
Well, if you want to, it's fine, because I understand.
Okay, well, give me another suggestion or come up with a topic.
Well, that was the two, but I'd sure like to talk about the U.S. militia. I'd like to hear something on that.
Okay, well, I suggest you subscribe because...
I am. On the 18th, I'm sending for the package, the sample package.
Yeah.
And but I'd like to see, I'd like to get some views from other callers and their opinions on perhaps security, selection of members, all different...
Okay, then we'll go into that. I expect a whole lot of feedback when the packets that I've already sent out get there, and especially when, after having gotten the packets, they've ordered U.S. Militia and various of my books so that they know what to talk about.
Right.
Because most people aren't at all familiar with me. I'm just a voice crying in the wilderness, as it was.
Oh, I had your book years ago. So many years ago, I can't remember. I bought your Poor Man's James Bond, I don't know, way back.
Well, you ought to get the new improved Poor Man's James Bond because it has 1.5 times more material. It's on bond paper. It has over 770 pages. All of the Poor Man's James Bonds are, well, they make up an encyclopedia of weaponry regardless of your situation.
Uh-huh. All right, I'm pushing 3 minutes, so I'm going to honor my own suggestion.
Okay.
Off your phone. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, my phone number again is 501-437-2963. So I would be very happy to talk about U.S. militia. Here's another phone call. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Hi, Kurt.
Hi.
I'm calling from down in Austin, Texas, picking you up pretty good tonight.
Good.
I just had one question, and I'll hang up and let you answer it. How you feel about the federal firearms tax going up to $600?
Well, I don't think it would keep the gun out of one criminal hand. I suppose you agree with that.
Oh, I agree with that. Are you a licensed?
Yes, I have a federal firearms license, and the reason I got it was so that I could buy guns and ammunition wholesale. And I did try a deal whereby I was offering to buy my customers guns for 10%. And I don't think I sold more than about a half a dozen guns.
That's the way most small dealers do. Well, we have these gun shows down in Texas. I'm sure you've been to gun shows.
Oh, yeah, many. I even put out the Gun Runner, which was the best gun show publication on the market. I did it for 2 years, and it failed.
Yeah, I'm going to send off for some of your information. I'm glad to know you have your radio show, and I have some of your older information, and it's been a while. So, just now, how do you spell that place you're from in Arkansas?
It's Alpena, A-L-P-E-N-A. It's such a small place. If you get the zip code right, I'll get it.
I got the zip code. Is that one word?
What do you mean?
Alpena?
Alpena, yes.
Okay, well, I'll send off for your information package, and it was nice talking to you, and I'm just thrilled. How long has your program been on the air?
Well, this is about the third week.
Well, I've been picked it up. I just got a shortwave radio for Christmas.
Well, a lot of people don't know they're turn it around on the dial and they just come upon me. So I think I'll tell you all the frequency. It's 5.810 megahertz. You write that down. You're supposed to have a pencil in your hand all during the program. See, so it's 5.810 megahertz.
Even a tape recorder would be handy.
Yes, tape it fine, and if you don't have a tape recorder, you can buy the tapes from Jeffrey's Audio. And they're, no matter how you're receiving this over the air due to atmosphere, the tapes are perfect.
Well, that sounds good. And I was real thrilled to pick up your show, and I'm a big fan of yours.
Well, I'm glad.
Nice to talk to you, sir.
Well, thank you very much. Bye for now. Okay, my phone number again is 501-437-2963. And in about a week, I expect a film crew from CBS. Whoops, here's another phone call. Hello, Kurt Saxon here. What, aren't you coming in? Well, I pressed the button. Press it again? Okay, you try to call again. For some reason, you didn't get through. But maybe that was the same person. Maybe his outgoing line isn't working, because this is working, as you just heard. So anyway, as far as U.S. Whoops, here's another one. Hope this works. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Good evening. This is David in Ohio.
Hi, David.
I just wanted to call to say that I'm sitting here enjoying the global warming this evening.
Yes.
We're about to freeze to death.
That's right. Well, you notice it's all coming from Canada.
Yeah, I think that's another one of their lies. You just mentioned the gardening and getting seeds and everything. I do some gardening, and haven't seen the charts for myself that I've read in some of the gardening magazines. If you compare like a 1960 planting guide chart with a 1990, you'll see that the cold zones are moving south.
Well, that's a pity. But this last summer was the hottest we've ever known it. And it has been getting hotter every summer. So it's something I guess we could argue about all night. But it really doesn't matter now, does it?
Well, I think the planting zone charts come from the Department of Agriculture, and they tell you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
They tell me that the cold zones are moving south, but at the same time they're trying to tell us that the Earth is warming up because of the carbon dioxide and everything.
Yes. Well, I've got a piece on that from the 1930s I'm going to read tomorrow. And it's quite interesting. I guess we could get into quite a discussion about it until it manifests itself so that everybody knows it. It's not going to make too much impression on many people. And besides, there's really not much you can do about it, is there?
No, I guess there isn't.
But you see, if you get the planting guide and if you have a garden, you're better off than anybody who doesn't. Do you take from Gurney?
Oh, yeah, I got one of their catalogs, 1994 catalogs right here. And,
wouldn't you agree that that's about the best catalog in the business?
It's one of the best.
Yeah. Well, if you've got another one, it doesn't hurt to get 2 catalogs or 3, because they all overlap, but all of them offer a few different things.
There's a place called Johnny's. I think it's up in Maine. They're real good too. And, there's a place, I think it's Bloomington, Illinois, that operates under about 6 different names. Everybody wants to stay away from them.
Oh, why?
Well, they have real cheap prices, but the service is bad, and I've ordered a lot of trees from them, and there were dead sticks when they arrived. And
yeah, well, where are they located? Their base?
I think it was Bloomington, Illinois, and they operate under about 6 different names, and it's all the same company.
Yeah, well, I'd stay away from there too, and it's a pity that you can't give us more direct information. But at least you have agreed that Gurney's is a good company. I think if people should start out with Gurney's, then they can branch out to the others.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say I lived in Florida for 7 years, and talked to the old timers down there. They all said it was getting colder. Florida was getting colder, and I know while I was living there, an awful lot of the orange groves got frozen out, and they just finally gave up. They've been frozen out so many times, so it just seems to me that things are getting colder, not warmer, and you know, I've often wondered why are they telling us that it's getting warmer, unless maybe it's a political thing got to do with this one world government, so somebody can come in and tell us how to run the country and control our industry. They say that we're the biggest polluter and causing this global warming, and I wonder what your thoughts is on that.
Well, a lot of people on the opposite side is saying we're heading for an ice age.
Well, that's what it seems like. I know right here in Ohio, we had the largest snowfall on record back in October.
Well, it is pretty chilly out here, so it's the theory is up for grabs. But basically, what my thrust is that there's just too many people and too many stupid people having too many stupid people, and our system is on overload. Just imagine, if you will, that you were the United States, and the 250 million plus people were cells in your body. You got the picture?
Yes.
Okay, say that you should go to Dr. Clinton and say, I'm feeling poorly. And so he checks you out and he says, well, 2 out of 5 of your cells are cancerous. Now, the biggest majority of those cancer cells are simply old and worn out, but they're using up a lot of resources and energy. Now, and they're not producing anything. And the second largest group of cancer cells are producing absolutely nothing, and they are reproducing themselves at a rapid rate. Now, the third group, the smallest group, but the most dangerous, are actually robbing and killing the other cells, the normal cells, and using up a lot of energy, and they don't produce anything either. So now your natural reaction, you say, well, Dr. Clinton, can you cut these cells out? Well, so Dr. Clinton says, well, now come on. These cancer cells have just as much right to live as your normal cells. Now, wouldn't your reaction be that he was crazy as a bed bug?
Well, that's for sure.
Well, that's the situation we have. We've got at least 100 million social dependents producing nothing and taking everything.
Well, you know, that's the Hillary billies in Washington, and I think I'd rather go see Dr. Granny Clampett.
I would too. But see, this is the mess that we got. If you got, we've got 250 plus million cells on our political body, and about 100 million of them are cancer cells. And if you had that ratio of cancer cells in your body, you wouldn't have much hope. So I say, look, dig yourself a garden. Collect what you need to last when this body finally dies. Unlike the whole body, the individual cells can survive the death of this political body. And that's what I'm promoting.
Well, we're definitely trying to get prepared here for what...
Well, I hope you do. Well, you ought to send for my packet or at least subscribe to Shoestring Entrepreneur. And if you got a group of people to help you, that would be great.
Well, I was listening last night and wrote the address down. The only thing is I want to ask you, and then I'll get off of here and give somebody else a chance. How do you spell Alpena?
A-L-P-E-N-A.
Okay,
P is in
then.
Paul. Now, it doesn't matter if you get the zip code right. It's just a small place. We don't have a police station or a motel, and everybody knows where it is. Nobody wants to go there, which is a good thing.
Okay, I'd be real interested in the set of books you have on of doing things yourself, the old ways.
That's what it's all about, and that's all that it's all about.
I ran across a book called Stocking Up 3, printed by Rodell.
It's a
that's
good
a real
book.
good book for someone that's starting out, want to know how to preserve food and what varieties to grow and how to dry and can, and it even gets into meats a little bit. And tells you where to find information on butchering.
Yes, that's an excellent book. You can buy it through any bookstore. You could get it from your library probably, but it's something that you better have.
Yeah, it's a real good book for somebody that's starting out. And wants
well, it's stocking up, regardless of the number of the volume. I guess volume 3 is just the latest.
Yes.
And it's put out by Rodale, and you can buy it through most health food stores also.
I got mine, I think, from Johnny's Seed Company up in Maine.
Yeah.
They carry it too.
Okay, well, I don't have Johnny's address, but maybe somebody will call in Johnny's address. Do you have a Gurney catalog?
Yes, I have the Gurney catalog, the new one right here, and let me see. Just reaching up here for a Johnny seed packet. I don't want to keep you too long. I thought maybe I'd have it here, but, here we go. Falls Hill Road, Foss Hill Road.
Yeah.
I guess that's Albion, or I don't know how you pronounce it. Albion, Maine, 04910.
Good. I'm sure they'll send a free catalog, and that's Johnny's. Remember, now you people are supposed to have your pencils ready.
The catalog gives you a lot of information on the planting and caring for the plants and so forth that some of the others don't.
Well, that'll be extremely valuable information.
Okay, let you go then.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, my phone number is 501-437-2963. And getting back to U.S. militia, it tells you how to organize a group of people. I'll get back to that. Here's another call. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Yes, Kurt, I'd like to know when they'll repeal the Second Amendment.
I don't know. Why would you ask me a thing like that? That has to do with the government, doesn't it? Why don't you ask Dr. Clinton or Hillary?
Well, it seems like that's what they're trying to do right now.
Well, I don't understand why people worry about that. Well, you wouldn't worry about it if you had subscribed to U.S. militia, because you could just turn in your guns with a grin, and you could outgun anyone who had the guns that took them from you. Because it teaches you how to make all kinds of weapons that are a lot more deadly than what you buy in the gun store.
Right.
You could never be disarmed, especially if you've got U.S. militia and a set of the poor man's James Bond.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to subscribe, I guess.
I think you would love it. I guarantee that. Everybody does.
Okay. Is that the number? What?
It costs you $35. You start out with the first 3 issues. You get 10 more. You get 9 more as they come out. And the address is P.O. Box 95, Alpena, Arkansas 72611. You'd really be thrilled and amazed.
Okay. Great. Nice talking to you.
Sure enough. Thank you very much.
You bet.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, here I am again, 501-437-2963. Another call. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Hello, Kurt. This is Don from North Carolina.
Hi, Don.
Kurt, I want to order this stuff that you're advertising.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really interested in David Koresh's writings, even though I'm against what happened to that outfit.
Okay, then. You don't...
If I wanted the poor man's James Bond and the Survivor and the Militia.
Yeah.
What if I sent you a money order for, say, $40, $50? Would that cover
Well,
it?
it would be better if you see the books are $18 a piece unless you're a subscriber. If you're a subscriber, then you get 10% off. That's $1.80 off of each book.
I see.
And the subscription to U.S. Militia is $35. The subscription to Shoestring Entrepreneur with the back issues of the Survivor is $15.
Uh-huh.
And you don't need to order the Koresh book.
Okay.
So also this way you get you started. If you order the U.S. Militia, you start off with 3 issues. If you order the Shoestring Entrepreneur, then you'll get about 10 or 11 back issues of the Survivor. You see, I mainly changed the name of the Survivor because I did Volume 8, Issue 12, and then I figured, okay, I'll change the name to Shoestring Entrepreneur, which is mainly telling you how to sell anything that you can make or grow, get a business for yourself, and leave the more radical statements out of the Shoestring Entrepreneur and put the really radical, great fun stuff in U.S. Militia.
Yes, sir. So basically, what you're telling me is what would be the best subscription for me to send for to start off?
Well, I think you ought to send $15 for the Shoestring Entrepreneur, and the back issues of the Survivor describes U.S. Militia.
So I would get the necessary information in to order the other.
Yes, you would.
Oh, okay, Kurt.
Okay.
All right, enjoy it. Pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye for now.
Good night.
Night. Now the number is 501-437-2963. Got another call. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Good evening, Kurt. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great.
That's great. Sounds good. I just had a question. Does any of your literature that you send out cover anything about home distilling? Now, I know
yeah, well, the back issues of the Survivor do.
They start making, like, say, sour mash or...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wonder, because that seems like that would, along with cigarettes and things like that, even though I don't smoke, and my dog and I don't smoke, we were discussing tonight something to stockpile sounded like a good idea would be booze.
Oh, yes. Listen, if you can make booze...
Weight in gold, it seems like.
Oh, listen, I tell you. And booze is so easy to make, my goodness.
That's what I wondered.
Oh, yes, yes. I've even got from about 1812, it told how much booze was made in the United States, and that was before taxes.
Yeah, well, I know they had the Whiskey Rebellion and all that, and I know those boys were growing corn for booze. And
that's right. Well, they still do it in Arkansas, for pity's sakes. But now when you're going to make booze out of corn, see, a lot of stupid books tell you to just grind up corn and put about several bushels of sugar in there. Well, no, the corn isn't doing anything. It's the sugar that you put in there, and that's a waste of money. But the real moonshiners, what they do, and the only way to do it, in fact, is to sprout the corn and then grind it. Once you've sprouted it, maybe like so it's about an inch long, then it's got the sugar content, and that's what the yeast feeds on.
Oh, that's
See,
a good idea.
Now, you got to put it in a little molasses or sugar as a starter, but once your yeast gets good and started, then it's supposed to be working on the sugar from the corn or whatever grain. See? But it's a very simple process I have described in the back issues of the Survivor.
Well, good. I'm glad I sent away for it. I know I've heard of fellas drinking silage juice, and that seems like that'd be a little crude, but...
Well, it's very good.
Is that right?
Yeah. Have you ever gotten drunk on booze you made yourself?
No, I've never made any. That's what I was looking for.
Well, it's a thrill. It's a feeling of accomplishment. And once you learn how to make your own booze... That
sounds good. Well, my dog and I were just talking about that.
Yeah?
It seemed like a good idea, so I thought I'd call you.
It's an excellent survival thing. I mean, if you can make booze, then you can always make money, because when this system collapses, a lot of people are going to be wanting to drink.
Right.
And if you know how to do it, and most other people aren't going to bother with it, like they don't bother with anything anyway, then you're going to be the only one taking care of that market. You'll be rich.
Well, I've had some homemade shine, and I've had numerous attempts at homemade beer, and I've always never had good homemade beer, but I've had some pretty good shine. So. Well,
beer is a little hard to make, but plain moonshine, plain alcohol. I remember in my younger days, what I would do is I bought a still, and for distilling water. Now, the article tells how you can buy a still for $99 from Sears. I think it holds a gallon, and what I used to do is I would buy a gallon of red Burgundy, I forget what percentage, for about $3. And I think it was 9%, and I would distill that, and I would invite the guys over, and we would get drunk as skunks on just one $3 bottle, and well, I put flavoring in it. Oh, it was wonderful. You learn how to do that stuff, and you got a feeling of accomplishment that's better than a degree.
Well, hopefully I'll be getting at one of the back articles from what I sent away for. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Thanks, Kurt.
Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Bye now.
Now, my phone number is 501-437-2963, and I hope you got your pencils handy. So I'll see if I can get a word in edgewise about U.S. militia. Oh, here's another phone call. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Yeah, Kurt. This is Ernest McCaleb from Natchez, Mississippi.
Hi, Ernest.
You and your wife came in to a gun show, and we had some spaghetti together.
Oh, yes, I remember you.
Yeah, I really have, enjoyed all your books. I have never gotten around to ordering the second issue of or the second edition of Poor Man's James Bond. What kind of material does that?
Well, if I can, what I'll do is I'll just take advantage of this. I'll read you what's in Volume 2 of the Poor Man's James Bond. See, all of these Poor Man's James Bond volumes are a collection of books way out of print, written by the best authors. Now, the Volume 2 has the complete text of the Poor Man's Armorer. It's got Improvised Munitions Handbook, American Jiu-Jitsu, from 1941, I think. Chemicals in War, tells you how to make poison gases in your kitchen. And The Chemistry of Powder and Explosives by Tenny Davis, which is almost a Bible for explosives people. It's a little technical for your kitchen, but at least it'll give you an understanding of all of these great things.
Yeah. Well, I've always loved your books. You sent me a whole stack of stuff, as a gift, and I do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
How's the wife?
Well, she's fine.
We were up in let's see, what's that town up there in Arkansas where they have it's kind of like Swiss.
Oh, that would maybe Eureka Springs.
Eureka Springs, that's right. And I called you from there, and I said, well, we're going to come, but your wife was in Texas, I think. So we just turned around and back home. But
well, she's back now.
Sir?
She's back now.
Well. I just wanted to, I'm glad to hear you on the radio. I couldn't believe it.
Well, it's true.
Well, what do you see for the future? Is the future going to be an apocalyptic thing, or are we going to smooth sail right into this new world?
It's going to be what you make it.
Yeah.
As far as the New World Order is concerned, I got no faith in it. The New World Order is planned by a bunch of idiots whose great-grandfathers did have a lot to do with the system, and they passed on half-baked knowledge to their half-baked descendants, and they can't get anything right. Hence, the world is falling apart, as you can see when you watch your nightly news.
Well, I'll tell you, this Russian guy that seems to be acting like he wants to take charge is almost psychotic. I mean, have you ever seen him on this?
Yes, I have, and the thing is, I like him. He's my kind of guy. At least, look, he's not talking out of the other side of his mouth. He may be a nut, and he may want to take Alaska back, but he's comic relief.
Yeah.
And I'll bet he takes over Russia.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's been great talking to you again, and I just want to say thanks again for sending me the books as a gift. Well,
I will subscribe to U.S. Militia, because that's something that you probably could not anticipate. It is probably the most outrageous publication concerning weaponry ever done.
Well, I've got the Poor Man's Armor. Let's see, I've got several issues of Gun Runner.
Mm-hmm.
I've got you sent me a new copy of the Poor Man's James Bond, because my first edition was so tattered, and you signed it and autographed it and everything, and Victoria's whatever, and then
yeah.
You sent me a pretty good. Okay, this militia thing, what is it? U.S.
Militia, $35 will get you the first 3 issues, and you'll get 9 more as they come out. And they're large and very informative. They teach you the wildest things to do. It's a regular fantasy land, but the thing is, you can apply it if you just have to have it, and then you've got your territory clear of everybody that you don't want there.
Yeah. Well, when I talked to you when you were, a guest in my home, you said you had thought about maybe putting out a book on, revenge, some of these revenge books.
No, well, there's a lot of that stuff in my books, but that's sort of...
Yeah, that's not for.
I'll leave that to Clarence, my character in U.S. militia.
Yeah.
Oh, but incidentally, you people called me one time when I couldn't get to the phone, and then, well, no, you said you were going to come over, and then I was on the phone talking to someone I couldn't hang up on, and I guess you got tired of waiting and you took off.
Well, you know, I felt really bad about that, but
well, I felt bad because it was just someone I couldn't get off the phone with.
Oh well, I understand. You know, I wish we could have both come up, but
yeah. Well, there'll be another time. And look, thanks a whole lot.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, bye for now, buddy.
Bye.
Okay, my phone number is 501-437-2963. So you ought to have had your pencil there. Here's another call. Hello, Kurt here.
Gotcha.
Good.
How you doing?
Doing fine. Who am I talking to?
This is Ron in Texas.
Good for you, Ron.
And, well, I'm another one. You know, Limbaugh, he's got about 25 million of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's other talk show hosts like yourself, and they got a few more million.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what we are, don't you?
No.
We're all right-wing fanatics.
Yeah. Well, I used to be a right-wing fanatic, but I gave it up.
Oh, you did?
I'm not a well, I may be a fanatic, but I gave up politics.
Oh, you associate right-wing with politics.
Well, I don't believe in any kind of political solutions. It's every man for himself, and take care of yourself and your family, and maybe help a little in your community. But when you start writing to your congressman, who is right in the middle of it, and he's got his hand in the till, I mean, what good is that?
No good. Absolutely no good. I've heard you for the first time tonight, Kurt, and
well, I'm glad.
You're okay. You're okay.
Well, I think if you send for my information packet, you'll be delighted.
We've decided to send for the militia thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then you don't need to send for the information packet.
I'll throw in a couple of bucks. You know, you got to have a cigar now and then.
Yeah. Well, no, just send me because it's best if you just send the $35.
Sure. Enjoy listening to you.
Well, I'm glad you keep tuned.
You betcha.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You bet. Bye.
Okay, bye for now. Okay, the phone number is 501-437-2963. $35 will get you the first 3 issues of U.S. Militia. The address is P.O. Box 95, Alpena, A-L-P-E-N-A, Arkansas 72611. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Hi, my name's Tom. I'm calling from the Chicago area.
Hi, Tom. I lived in Chicago.
I was wondering, is your magazine more towards military operations or like survival or?
No, it's not military operations.
Uh-huh.
It is community defense hardcore.
Uh-huh.
The basic idea is you get a bunch of friends together and you start a business. See, then you have a legitimate front.
Uh-huh.
And you train those friends in martial arts and marksmanship,
uh-huh.
and you patrol the community with those trained friends, not the hangers-on.
Uh-huh.
And when you confront people in your neighborhood who are in the habit of robbing, raping, maiming, and killing, then you let them know in uncertain terms,
uh-huh.
In certain terms, that their life depends on them getting out and staying out, and if they're nasty with you, then you finish them off, and you say nothing about it, see,
uh-huh.
because you're trained to do that.
Yeah, like vigilantism?
Well, you might call it vigilantes, but the vigilantes, although they were a fine group, they patrolled areas because there were no police. We have police, but if you read my second editorial in U.S. Militia, the Nut House Syndrome, you'll see how that the police are basically just nut house attendants, and they treat every criminal with the kindness and consideration that I treated my patients with when I was a nut house attendant in 1964.
Uh-huh.
And when I was a nut house attendant, well, those were my charges, and I was paid, and I liked them anyway because I'm a nice guy. But seeing them outside, I would have killed them.
Uh-huh.
That's the difference. But the cops won't do that. No, they'll read a person his rights who has deprived other people of theirs. And I figure that if someone deprives you of your rights, he has forfeited his own.
Right, right.
And so that's why we need U.S. militia, because we can't get that through the heads of the cops.
Okay. Well, look, I got your address here for the subscription, and I think I'm going to subscribe to it.
You're going to love it.
Oh, great. All right.
And read the stories about Clarence.
Okay, yeah, and this is the first time I tuned in to you, because I read in the Spotlight newspaper.
Yeah.
5810. There was some freedom shows were on there, patriot shows.
Yeah.
And you sound like a true patriot.
Well, let's hope so.
You bet.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye for now. Okay, my phone number is 501-437-2963, and if you would rather subscribe to Shoestring Entrepreneur, which teaches you how to sell anything you can make or grow, I'll get back to that in a minute. Another caller. Hello.
Hello there. This is Bernice in Lake Charles.
Oh, I'm glad to hear from you, Bernice.
I was very interested. One moment, please. Let me reach over and turn my radio down.
Okay.
Very interested in the advice that you were giving your listeners about ordering seed catalogs.
Yes.
Well, if they would contact their county agent, it's listed in their telephone directory.
Good suggestion.
And ask for the growing varieties that would be best suited for their region.
Mm-hmm.
And when they order these seeds, to order only open pollinated seeds.
Oh, yes.
Not the hybrids.
That's right.
And two, most states publish it's a listing of farm items, seeds, tools, farming implements, livestock, and some of the states offer it free, some with a subscription.
Yes.
And but most seed catalogs are very interesting.
Oh, yes.
Because they offer, lots of good tips.
Do you have gurneys?
Oh, absolutely. I just received mine last week.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, and Park Seed Company in, I think it's Greenville, South Carolina.
Well, I know about them. They're a very good firm.
Yes, and Hastings in, I think it's Alabama, Georgia. Well, now Parks will be they will do their mail order for Hastings.
Mm-hmm.
I just received my catalog from Park, and there was a letter on the back of the catalog noting this from Hastings.
Yeah.
That Parks would take care of their orders. So,
good.
But it's best to grow only varieties that's suited for your locale.
Yes.
And something too that I found that was good advice.
Mm-hmm.
That in your little statement that you presented before your open phones about the people who need to have friends who are compatible, that they can help each other to survive.
Yeah.
That's excellent advice. However, start weeding your friends out now.
Yes.
Only choose those who have your political views, who have the desire or the need to be self-sufficient and want to survive.
Yes.
And above all, the first quality, of course, you're going to want people who can contribute. That's most important.
Well, that is the most important, and I think I stressed
But
that.
I think, though, Kurt, that the thing that is number one on the list is dependability. Can you depend on this person?
Yes. Yes, that's
so
what you
start choosing your friends wisely, and if you don't think that some of these come up to standards, weed them out.
That's right.
And get tough.
That's absolutely right.
So I thank you.
Well, I thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, the number is 501-437-2963. And now, if you want to order the Shoestring Entrepreneur, you'll get a bunch of back issues, $15 P.O. Box 95, Alpena, Arkansas 72611. Another caller. Hello, Kurt Saxon here.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? This is Matt from Texas.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, listen, I heard about you a long time back in Reagan's time, you know, when I had the survival movement crank up.
Yeah, that was when I was in Eureka, California.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, I remember seeing some of your books and some magazines and all that.
Yeah.
So it's good to know you're still around.
Oh, yes.
I've got a question. I am a city dweller, and my biggest concern right now is how to keep my guns, you know, if and when, you know, the government demands that we register them or turn them in or whatever.
Well, Janet Reno is against registering guns. She says it would serve no purpose.
What's she in favor of, just confiscation?
No, I don't know what she's in favor of, and I think she's a little silly, but she's a little practical, too. That's rare to find in a woman that goes that far up in politics. But maybe she's a screwball. I think they all are. I don't think you can depend on anything they say, but they all disagree with each other to the point where I don't think they're going to get anything done, good, bad, or indifferent. I mean, look at Dr. Clinton, for one. When he was in Arkansas, governor here, he never did anything, but he told everybody that he was doing everything for everybody. It was like he was trying to satisfy both the flea and the dog. And that's what all he's done now. He's not done anything for anybody. He put, just most of the things that he's finally passed on, taken credit for, was started long before he got into office.
That's interesting. So you don't think there's a real possibility that, you know, they'll start trying to confiscate guns or anything?
Well, I don't know who would do it. Who will bail the cat?
I don't know. The ATF, maybe?
The ATF has less than 5,000 agents, and the average cop is too smart to go knocking on doors.
I'm afraid, well, okay, they might do what they do in California, which is say you have to register your semi-automatic rifles or else you're a felon.
Yeah, okay, I'll go over that again. They made it a law that you had to register your semi-automatic, and there's over 300,000 semi-automatics known to be in California. And to date, not more than 15,000 have registered them. So I lived in California, and I wouldn't register my gun, and I wouldn't worry about it. So it really doesn't matter. They can pass laws and decrees, and they can say what they're going to do and what they want to do, and they're a bunch of idiots. They're all at the public trough, and they're trying to please everybody. They're trying to please the gun-crazy liberals. I mean, they're crazy because there are guns out there, so they say, we're doing this, that, and the other thing, so the liberals sit back and think they're winning something, and nothing is done. We got more guns than ever was in the world. We got more guns in civilian hands in this country than it's owned by every army in the whole world.
Good. Well, how would we try to preserve our supply of ammunition if they try to cut that off?
Well, the best thing to do is get a reloading kit and buy several thousand of the components.
Okay. All right.
Do that.
Yeah.
Did you send for my packet?
What? Can I get that $10 packet?
Yeah.
Info pack? Okay, I'll do that.
You got my address, don't you?
Yeah, the P.O. Box 95.
Alpena, Arkansas 72611.
72611. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot, Kurt.
Nice talking to you.
Okay, bye.
Bye for now.
Okay.
Okay, we got 1.5 minutes now. It's 501-437-2963. So if you're going to call, here we are. Hello, Kurt here.
Kurt, we're bottling homebrew tonight, and I thought I'd give you an address right close by there in Ozark, Missouri. You got a Brewer Supply House. You can get their catalog is 1-800-321-2739, or get your free catalog out of Ozark, Missouri.
Oh, good. Well, give
supplies and your winemaking supplies.
Well, what is the name of the company?
The Home Brewery.
Okay, the Home Brewery.
It's P.O. Box 730, Ozark, Missouri.
P.O. Box 730.
Yeah.
Ozark, Missouri.
65721.
65721, and they'll give you a free catalog.
And you can call them toll free, 1-800-321-2739.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because
we're making some of the best beer you ever had in your mouth. I'd throw Budweiser away just for the bottles.
Good. Hey, that's wonderful. See, now you nothing's going to happen to you.
I'm making mead too. You know, the Bible talks about wine and strong drink.
I never liked mead.
Make it with apple juice, Kurt. You'll love it.
Oh well, maybe so. But I think you've
got the water. and follow the rest of the recipe like you want it. If you want it dry, don't put too much honey. If you like it sweet, put a lot of honey.
Okay, look, we're about to sign off now.
It's good. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, you do that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye for now. Now it's sign-off time. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So this is Kurt Saxon saying goodbye and be good.